All right, welcome to the latest Buff Zone video, and I am pleased to be joined by one of the newest Colorado Buffaloes, Kofi Taylor-Barrocks, linebacker coming from England, and one of the high school recruits coming in here, but coming a very long way away from Boulder to be here. So, Kofi, first off, thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thank you for having me, Brian.
You bet. So, first off, what's your emotions with getting rolling with not only American football but being in the United States and joining the Colorado Buffaloes?
I'm kind of used to it. It's kind of like I know why I'm here. I know like what I need to do. So I've just come over here to enjoy my time and make the most of it. I'm gonna go hard every day. Being a long way from home is gonna be a big challenge, but that's why I'm here. We're going to have challenges in life. So just go and deal through the challenges and the hardships that we face. So, yeah, I'm excited to be over here.
Obviously, where you're from is known more for soccer and, some other sports. Can you talk a little bit about your history with football and, how you got, well, first off, talk about, what kind of sports you played growing up, but also how you got involved with football.
So I started off playing soccer around like 9 years old. I was into it. I enjoyed it a lot, but then I realized it wasn't really for me. I started growing physically, started developing as a bigger athlete, and it just wasn't my sport. And then funny story, how I actually got into American football was I used to be a indoor rower. So I used to do rowing. I used to compete for in London. I was second in London, 8th in the nation. So I used to do rowing, and then for me to use the weight room, I actually had to row 2,000 meters every time I wanted to use it because that's what the coaches set up there. So I ended up starting to see myself grow physically, started gaining more weight, and then I kind of just backed off rowing. So I had a scholarship offer on the table for me to go to Eton College. It's a prestigious university in the UK. But that wasn't really my thing. I didn't really have a passion for it. I just done it because I had to do it to get where I want to get to. And then a friend of mine told me, come try it for the local recreational football team. I was like, cool, I'll give it a try. When I stepped on the pitch, man, linebacker, I was running around, flying around, didn't really have a clue what I was doing. This is around 15 years old. I didn't play my first 11-man ball until I was about 16, 17. And then, I kind of just fell in love with the aggression of the sport. It's an easy way to release endorphins and just those feel-good factors and just be part of, be part of a team. So I enjoyed it. And then the NFL set up an initiative called the NFL Academy. When they set up that initiative, I was invited to their trials. And when I was invited to their trials, I ended up getting around to part 2 of their trials, which was hosted in Tottenham Stadium. That's one of the stadiums for the NFL London games. So I ended up passing that trial. When I came into the academy, I was about 6'1", 190 pounds. So we had about 3 months to develop before COVID struck. So this is around 2020 times. And then we had a little break, but because I was in a set routine already from waking up at 4 a.m., leaving my house by 4:30, getting to North London by a set amount of time to go hit the weight room and then have classes afterwards, I was kind of eager to go. I kind of found a passion, something that I was truly passionate about. And then came back a year later. I picked up my first offer from Michigan State, and then since then I ain't never looked back because I've got something to work towards now, something great. So that's a bit of my story of how I got into the sport and everything. So.
Yeah, that's great. And so, and obviously you had a lot of big offers, Michigan State, Mississippi State, I believe, a few other big schools. Ole Miss, that's who it was, yeah. So, a bunch of big schools. When did Colorado start talking to you, and when did that become a reality for you?
Colorado came into the picture around last June. So I was at one of the camps in TCU, and then I met with the linebackers coach, and then we were just walking around, we were just dropping it up. Just telling him, hey, coach, you're going to want to take a look at me. And that guy, like, I come out here, I was running a 4.6 at the time, 220. So I was running around. I have the length, I have the size. You can see that on film. I can run around and get to the ball. And that's what you guys need. I just need to be coached up.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't actually the one that offered me. So I was offered by the DC. I can't remember his name. Forgive me. I was offered by the defensive coordinator.
Was that Chris
And
Wilson?
Then, yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I was offered by the defensive coordinator, and then I weren't really interested in the program at the time. I'm going to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
We were a 1-11 program at the time. I heard things were getting a bit shaky with the coaching staff. Most likely they were all going to leave, get replaced and everything. And then Coach Hart, Coach Brewster and Coach Prime came into the picture with Jackson State. And then from there, Coach Hart just said to me, hey, wherever you go, wherever I go, you're coming with me. If we leave, I'm taking you with me. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be prepared. So I just kind of trusted Coach Hart in the process. I was looking at a few other schools, ended up coming to Jackson State. Because, like, why would I not want to play for a team that has a Hall of Famer as my head coach? I have so many different coaches that either played in the NFL or they played or they coached in the league. You know what I mean? So the experience is there. I'm trying to get to the next level. And my guy, I'm all about taking the next step and building off where I am already. So that was the main reason why I ended up flipping my commitment and following Coach Hart, Coach Prime to Colorado.
Yeah, and I'll ask you about Coach Prime in a minute, but it sounds like you really connected with Coach Hart. So what was it that you really liked about him and that connection?
Coach Hart and Coach Brewster, hey, they can recruit well. When I first got offered by Coach Brewster was the one that offered me. He called me and said, hey, I like what I see. I like your story. I think we can make something special out of you. And then every day for like a month straight, I would get a message. Hey, Kofi, I hope you be a Tiger today. Hey, Kofi, I hope you commit to Jackson State. Hey, Kofi, I hope you commit to that I love. And I got to a point where I was like, damn, these guys really want me bad. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to feel. I'm coming from overseas. I want to be part of something special. I want to feel special, you know what I mean? So, and then Coach Hart, me and Coach Hart just clicked. Coach Hart he's a real guy. He's a real dude. He cares about his players. He just wants to see me win. He wants to see me elevate. He wants it as bad as I want it. I want it as bad as he wants it. So really go hand in hand. So yeah, Coach Hart's my guy. Put a lot of trust in him. I have a lot of faith in him. I have a lot of faith in me. I just gotta work hard. I just gotta come over, do what I need to do, and then just elevate.
Was there any hesitation for you to switch over to Colorado once they came to Colorado, or was that a pretty easy decision?
It was a pretty easy decision. It was pretty fixed. I kind of like knew from the get-go what was going to happen. I knew I was going to follow him. I just didn't know where they were going to end up. Mm-hmm. A few other schools, once I decommitted, a few other schools hit me up again. A few Big Ten schools, I had a couple Pac-12 schools hit me up. They were ready to offer, but I kind of like told them how it is and everything. So I kind of knew that I was going to follow Coach Hart the whole way. Yeah, because he said he's going to take me wherever he goes. So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and Coach Hart's obviously your position coach. I mean, the guy that you'll be connected with a lot there at CU. But you mentioned Coach Prime, and a lot of guys are excited about playing for a Hall of Famer. What is it that that you've enjoyed about him? I know you haven't really been in Boulder. A whole lot. So, but it's through conversations and things like that and the little interactions you've had. What do you like about Coach Prime and the program that he's building there?
Coach Prime building something special. He said today in one of the meetings that he doesn't like the question, what's the record going to be this season? Because he wants it to be, we all want to be perfect. We all want to go the distance, you know what I mean? So he has that mentality that he's going to be the best and he's going to control what he's able to control. Yeah. That's kind of like the same mentality that I have as well. I don't want to dwell on things that are out of my control. I want to be able to control what I can control the controllables. Coach Prime is a special guy. He's a real guy. He cares He cares about the players. Today in the team meeting, one of the things he said was what's the difference between success and winning? Success is everyone can be successful, but not everyone can win. He wants everyone to be successful and he wants everyone to win. But it's not possible for everyone to get to the league, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like how he keeps it real. He just has he brings a different type of energy to the game. And I mean, it's contagious. You catch it. You wanna be part of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, Coach Brown, he's a special guy. All the coaching staff is special, to be fair. So I'm just excited to see how we develop. I know this summer's gonna work our butts off. We're just gonna do what we need to do.
Yeah. And I want to ask you about your development, but we'll start off. What type of player do you feel like you are right now? You know, you mentioned you're what, 6'4", 220?
6'3", 220. Yeah. And I feel like I still have a lot to improve on. That's with everyone. Not everyone that comes into the college football scene is perfect. I'm very raw, so I feel like the sky for me is limitless. Like I can go as far as I allow myself to go. With the right coaching staff and the right coach, I can be developed into a great and phenomenal player. I ain't too worried about any of that. Right now, I'm pretty versatile. I say I can do a lot. I just need to fine tune some stuff, and then I'll be solid. Kind of like I want to say my playing style is kind of like a bit of Fred Warner, because he can drop into coverage like crazy. Sideline to sideline speed is phenomenal. He hustles to the ball. We'll see how he plays. So yeah.
So, and I don't ask this to put limits on where you can go, because obviously you got a lot of untapped potential. But as a true freshman coming into, and you're still fairly new to American football, do you feel like that you need some time to develop your game at this level before you'll be game ready, or do you feel like that's possible for you to be able to contribute and be game ready this season?
I feel like I can contribute to the team this season. If I didn't believe that, then this isn't for me, you know what I mean? I feel like I can come and make an impact straight away. As I said, there's a few things that I need to work on to be the best player that I can be. I know my talents. I know what I can do. I know what I can bring to the table. Listen, whatever amount of snaps I get is whatever amount of snaps I get. I got to make the most of it. I got to fly around the ball and show them why I should be playing. I should be a star. But as I said, not a lot of true freshmen get the starting job. But there's a different type of hunger. You know what I mean? I've got a different type of hunger. I feel like I could do it. A lot of the guys here, we had a lot of transfers in. A lot of the guys here, they're hungry as well. Competition beats success, you know what I mean? So I'm looking to be successful. I ain't never going to doubt myself, because once you start doubting yourself, you don't believe in who you are and what you're capable of. So I know that I can do really well, and I can put a small percentage, a large percentage into helping this team be great again.
Yeah, you have to have that mentality, right? Or else you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be left behind, man.
So you mentioned the transfers. There are a lot of veteran players that have come in at your position group, really all over the team, but at your position group specifically. Are you looking forward to learning from those guys and being teammates with them, growing with them, and learning from them as well?
Yeah, 100%. I got to work with them. You know what I mean? They got a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom that they can pass on to me. I can pick up a few things, how to move like this, how to do that, how to, So I'm excited to work with them. I feel like we got something special cooking up in the kitchen here at Boulder. So just excited to see how everything goes.
And the one thing about this team is that, whether it's you coming from England as a freshman, or it's, Levanta Bentley coming from Clemson after 4 years, guys coming from different spots, is that nobody's ever really played together. And so you guys all have to prove yourselves to each other, right? And so in a lot of ways, you're all in the same boat. Yeah,
pretty much. We're all in the same boat. And as you said, like, as you asked, are we all willing to work together to achieve that one common goal that we have? So, yeah, I feel like a lot of the guys, they got a lot to prove. Nothing is given out here. Coach Hart told me once I came over here, he said, listen, Kofi, got a great opportunity. You can do really well. You just gotta work hard. Nothing's given here. So I know what I gotta do. I know I gotta hustle. I know that I gotta separate myself from those who ain't really about that life. You know what I mean? So I got a lot to lose and I got a lot to gain as well. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I really am.
Yeah, and a lot of people are excited about what's going on with this roster build. But the one big question a lot of people have that I get asked a lot, and and frankly, because we've never seen it, I'm curious about this as well. Is how does a group of 70 new players come together as a team? You just got there, but like, how do you feel like what's going to bond this team? Do you feel like?
I feel like we all got one common goal.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the guys came from programs and they weren't necessarily starters, or they weren't, they were kind of frowned upon. So a lot of us know as a collective, the whole team is frowned upon. We have the individual talents, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of talented guys on the team. We're all being frowned upon. We're all being, maybe he's not really that guy. Maybe he's this, maybe he's that. So if we come together and we show them that we're that, then we can all be successful. How we're gonna bond? It's gonna be just team building exercises, like how we pick each other up after practice, lean on each other's shoulder when we're feeling down. You know what I mean? Or pick up the man beside you, tell him get on your feet. So it's all about the mentality and the type of like feeling that you bring to the team. So you can't just sit there and say, oh, I'm going to do this by myself. Oh, forget him. Got to pick each other up. You know what I mean? Listen, Coach Fram, he has his ways. He's gonna fix it up. So I know that we're gonna be all right. I ain't too worried about any of that.
Yeah.
As he said, 70 new guys came in, 70 plus, but we all got one common goal, and that's to prove a lot of these haters wrong. There's a lot of guys saying the most wins that we're gonna get is probably 3, but when we get to a bowl game, then what happens then? When we win 9+ games, 10+ games, what happens then? You know what I mean? Everyone's going to be like, it's a fluke. And then when we do it again the next year, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting. You mentioned you first met Colorado coaches, the previous staff, at a camp at TCU, right?
Yeah.
And your first game is going to be against TCU down there. Yeah. Are you excited for that?
I was actually being recruited by TCU. The linebacker coach, he told me he ain't really looking for a developmental guy right now. So I kind of took that personal. So I know that if I get on the field, I got to prove him wrong and show him why he should have offered me. Because TCU, it's a good program. They made a big change from what they were last year. So why can't Colorado do it as well? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited. Head back to Dallas and just show up.
Yeah. So away from football, what are your emotions as far as moving to the United States and being so far away from home?
I kind of done everything on my own. I've been kind of independent since I was young, so it doesn't really faze me being out here. I can chill by myself. I don't really need to be with a crowd. I don't need to feel part of something. You know what I mean? I can hold my own, get my own head up when stuff goes wrong, because that's kind of like who I am. I don't really be with all the rah-rah and the loud shebangs, shenanigans and stuff like that. So, as I said, as long as I keep my head down, stay locked in, play my part, then I'll be fine. Obviously, it's going to be kind of different to adapt to the schooling system, because the schooling system over here is so much different to the schooling system in the UK and the rest of the world. But I feel like I'll be okay. As I said, I kind of done everything on my own since I was young. I paid for all the trips to America to get these offers since I was young. So I don't really feel anything. I don't know. Maybe in a couple months' time, start to miss home a bit. But as of now, I'm chilling. I'm good.
Yeah. Where did that independence come from?
That independence came from like just my father died when I was like 13. He wasn't really around. I live at home with my auntie and everything, so I just had to learn. I had to step up and be the man in the house. To fund these trips, I had to work 30 plus hours a week whilst being a student athlete at the NFL Academy. So
Yeah.
I would be waking up after like 4 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep, just going to chase the dream, you know what I mean? So I know about hard work, and that stuff don't faze me. Like me sitting around doing nothing for a long period of time, it bothers me. So I have to be independent. So I had to find a way. Yeah. Just had to learn to hustle on my own.
Yeah.
That's kind of like as I said, one of the traits that I have, the different type of hunger that I have coming from the situation that I came from. Ain't the best situation. There's people out there have it worse than me. I'm forever thankful for God for what he's done for me, but I'm a hustler. That's kind of like how I grew up. I always try to find a way on my own first and then see what happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sounds like you literally paid your dues to get where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, man. I sacrificed so much. Coach Brown, we have a quote up in the facility. It says there has to be a sacrifice. My sacrifice is that I sacrifice sleep, I sacrifice money, I sacrifice time, I sacrifice my home country, I sacrifice so much to get this goal. You know what I mean? So why would I stop now? I ain't come this far. As I said, I've done pay my dues. I've put countless amount of money and hours into this, so it's only right that I'm here.
Yeah. So scholarships got to feel like a dream a little bit.
Yeah, because I knew it paid off from when on the first camp I went to, the DC tour, Dream Chasers tour with Brandon Collier. He's quite big in the international scene. He's helped a lot of kids and everything. So when I first went on that tour and I first got my Michigan State offer, first camp I ever went to, I was like, yeah, man, this paid off. I ended up spending about, I want to say like 4,000, 5,000 for the whole trip and everything, working out. And now that scholarship is worth how much so
yeah.
All in all, I made a profit out of it, you know what I mean? I get not free education because I technically work for it, but so yeah, it felt good. It's like a reward, but the job ain't finished yet. You know, like what Kobe says, job ain't done yet. So
That's right. Yeah, you're just getting started, obviously, and still have a long journey to go. But you've been a long way. You're talking about, you're all about hard work, things like that. But is there anything fun that you're looking forward to doing outside of football while you're here in Boulder? Like anything that excites you about being here outside of football?
You know what? Yeah, like because I've been away from like fun for so long. As I said, that's a sacrifice for me. I sacrifice going out to parties with my friends, doing all of that stuff, chilling with them on the weekends. But I would be working, so I don't really get up to too much. I just be chilling on my own. No, I kind of want to go like skiing or something. That's kind of on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't really know what there's to do in Boulder, so I'm gonna try to find out what I can do.
Well, I know you're gonna be working hard, but you definitely have to find out the fun stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to find something. I want to go to that basketball game. I ain't been to a professional basketball game, so in the season I want to try to go to the Nuggets game or something if I can.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't really get up to too much. I just be chilling.
Well, I know Buff fans are looking forward to seeing your hard work pay off on the field, and you are as well. So, congratulations on everything. I mean, I know you've been through a lot to get to this point, and I wish you a lot of luck. I know Buff fans do as well. To watch this all pay off. So, congratulations on everything to this point.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Buff fans, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna work our asses off. We're gonna change the narrative. What's been written, we're gonna change that. So just keep an eye on us, stay loyal to us, and we got your backs just like how you got ours.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Kofi. I appreciate it, and good luck to you this season.
Thank you, Brad. You have a great day.